Self-education first. It is not possible to learn within a preset time period. It is not possible to learn following some curriculum. Even in self-education, we can't expect to just finish a subject on time. We may need to stop for several weeks for any number of reasons. Though the way we dictate our own path in self-education is absolutely perfect. Schools need to use computers to allow students to build their own educational path. And as an extension of this self-directed learning, students will learn at the correct pace as well. This is just the top of the iceberg. The consequences of preset time divisions and prearranged curricula are devastating to students. By forcing students to learn at a specific pace and in a specific sequence, we turn them away from education. It gets even worse because we grade them down while turning them away, and thus convince them that they are not smart. Not as smart as the kids that are just memorizing with minimal comprehension. To add insult to injury, the teachers may not be aware that they are preventing real education in most of their students. And when cornered about it, they may just say, "How are we supposed to know?" It is very important to admit that schools are not working, and that grades are neither correct nor a judgment of intelligence. Look no further than the teachers. Surely they were all A-grade students, but they have little idea that they are not only failing, but preventing real education as well. In their misunderstanding, they are convincing children that they can't learn as well as the smart kids. A lot of students will not pick up a book after that. They will not try to learn on their own. They will never figure out that schools were broken, that they were sold out for paychecks, and then, for no reason at all, convinced that they are not smart. There may not be any change on the way. Schools may permanently stay the way they are. We used to talk about saving the Amazon rainforests, but there was no change, just talk. We lost 20% of the Amazon in the last 45 years. Time has come for young people to understand that reason is not the driving force behind changes in the world. And we need reason to survive safely into the future. Schools are a beautiful idea in terms of reason, but fake schools are a beautiful idea in terms of money. Same as with the rainforests of Brazil. Saving it is a beautiful idea in terms of reason. Destroying it for short-term money is more fetching to people wanting to escape poverty. Education is very special because proper education will protect the world and help our civilization grow. Without real education, people can't see the wrongs. With real education, we can correct our mistakes long before it is too late. With real education, the world would probably create a universal income program that would prevent farmers from clearing the land. There's a Kurt Vonnegut quote that I want to mention here in closing. True terror is to wake up one morning and realize that your high school class is running the country. We need to understand this correctly. First of all, forget today's politicians. They will soon retire. The students of today are the future politicians. And they need real education to repair the world, that is broken by the uneducated who live in a fantasy world and don't care what happens to the world after they pass. This means that laws must be created with future generations in mind, and this requires reality-based lifestyles, real thinking, real education, real wisdom, and real greatness. This means that children of today need a real education, as they will be inheriting a broken world that will require greatness of mind to fix. It means we can't pretend to get an education. We need real education instead. The only real education there is at the moment is self-education, because fake diploma-based education cannot be tolerated, as it means nothing. In the absence of teachers, we must become the teachers. Powerful, reality-based self-education must come first. Real knowledge will beget wisdom, and wisdom will beget greatness.